And hello everyone. Here we are back with a new class. You know what? I decided I'm going to do this. I'm going to make this as kind of a thing. I'm going to play these classes like I have been, but I'm going to kind of make this a little bit of a series here. This is going to be my series for Baldur's Gate. So this is I guess you could say a little bit of this is what each class is like playing it as an early game up to level 3 at most. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to say we don't have to go and do the big goblin battle like we did with the cleric, but we do have to clear the chapel. And get withers, I think is what we would need to do. We would say we would do. So I'm going to do that as except for the barbarian. We didn't do that on a barbarian. We did it on the ranger, didn't we? I know we did it on the wizard and we did it on the cleric, but I can't remember if we did it on the ranger or not. But anyway, we'll just call those two done, and I'll just go from going forward with the starting with the wizard and the cleric. We'll do the chapel with the withers and everything, the whole thing, including those human enemies, the skeletons, and free withers. And get him to come to our camp, and that would be. We would say that's where we would stop. But if I feel like it and the class is really speaking to me like the cleric was, and the ranger would possibly be one, and the wizard, we would go and do the big goblin battle at the entrance of the city and talk to Zelov, I think his name is, and that would be it. We would get to level 3 and that would be it. So I'm not going to redo the barbarian. I'm not going to redo the ranger. The wizard is going to stay where it is. They did clear the crypt. We're just not going to go back and do the goblin battle. But from now on, when we do this, we've got to at least clear the chapel area and free withers. And then I can decide if we're going to go ahead and go and do the goblin battle and get to level 3 and then go into the city and talk to Zelov. And that would be the end of our little video for that class. I think that's a good stopping point, is something like that. So I was talking about either doing a bard or a warlock last time, but I thought of something else I want to try first, and that is a druid. What I want to do with the druid is I want to be, if I can get it, I think you can get it at level 2, is I want to be a Circle of the Moon druid, which focuses on wild shape instead of class, instead of what do you call it, instead of the spell casting. So we're going to have spells and things because you have to start with spells as a druid, but we're going to go into the Circle of the Moon class. I think I'm going to go ahead and just be an elf for this one and go through it with this. I mean, we could do a gnome. Now, let's go ahead and just be an elf. Let's just go ahead and edit our appearance here. This one will be a male, let's say. It's going to be a big burly male. Actually, let's go ahead and just do number 4 and do that. And let's see, what voice do we have?
Where to next? Let's hope the locals are friendly.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
I like 5.
More of those wretched things. There's magic keeping this chest sealed. I can fit where to next.
What was that?
Hells, something just woke up down here.
It's opened.
Let's do 7.
I wonder what's
He's
back
more
there.
big and beefy. What do we have here? Yeah, that works. I like that one. Let's do a... I was hoping for like really, really black. Like I'm talking black as the Ace of Spades card, black. But it doesn't look like you can do that. Which is unfortunate. I kind of thought it would be kind of cool to be that. Yeah, I don't know why. I guess we'll go with this. This is nice. Yeah, that works. We'll just confirm that one. Since we're going to be a big old giant bear, let's get a little bit of scar going. Let's see. You know what? Let's go with this. I like this. Let's see. Is there anything else that would really speak to me? No, that's kind of like a tattoo pattern. I don't want that. Yeah, let's go with this one. The one with the right side of the face got going. And let's do some let's do a lot of maturity on this guy. Okay. I was really hoping to be like just straight black. I'm pretty sure I could if I was a drow, but I want to be a high elf instead, so I'm just going to do this. And let's see. I was looking to see if there's like anything that really speaks to me about being a druid that transforms into a bear or a big beefy thing. We're going to be a bear most of the time because we're going to be kind of a tanky dude. That's a leafy thing. I wouldn't mind this if I was going spore, but we're going a bear, a animal shapes. I kind of want something else. No. While that is nice, that's not what I would want. And neither is that. Nothing is really speaking to me. This seems kind of cat-like here, which is not bad, but no. Yeah, I just do not see anything that speaks to me about doing... This is called Fungal Cloud for some reason. These don't have names. They're just tattoo numbers. Yeah, nothing really speaks to me as an animal shapeshifter. I guess we're just going to pass on it. Okay, we'll just pass on it. The Fang ones, the Midnight Tears, I would say. That to me seems to be... I mean, is there anything else? Snakes, but no. This seems okay. We'll go with this one. Okay, eyes. We're going to go green, of course, because we're a druid. And for some reason, the eyes are not green, even though they're supposed to be. These are actually blue instead of green. So we'll go with 4 then. Makeup. Nah. Nah. Hair. Let's see. What do we have that speaks to me as a wild druid? That doesn't speak to me. I want to have long hair that's really wild. That's not long enough. Not bad, but not what I'm looking for. Neither is that. No, that does not speak druid to me. Yeah, there's just not really much that speaks to me as a druid in these. I guess this works. This seems to be good. I don't know why he's got these metal pieces in the hair, but this works for me. Okay. We're definitely going to be changing the color, though. Let's go into the greens. Yeah, let's go into the green like that. And then let's do highlights and like an orange. Leafy. Leafy. Let's go to the darker oranges. Turn up that intensity. You don't really see like a darker green. It's just lighter greens. The lime doesn't really work for me. Okay. What about going into the dark orange, but changing the highlights to green? No, it's too much orange, personally. It's too much orange. Yeah, it's too much. I like the other way around, the green with the orange highlights, personally. Yeah, the darker greens. There we go. That seems to work really well. I like that. Actually, maybe a red. A red? Yeah, it's just like it's even more fall looking. I like it. I like it. I like it a lot. That's nice. And I like it being that intense as well. Yeah. That's great. I like that. That looks great. Yeah, that works great. So an elf, a high elf, with the firebolt cantrip. I don't know if I want firebolt though. We're going to be in melee range, so we could use Shocking Grasp. We're not going to be an elf much though, so yeah, we'll just do Shocking, and we're going to be a druid. Our cantrips are going to be, yeah, these are the best ones. I mean, I would like to have an extra guidance, but we're going to have I'm not sure if we're going to have Shadowheart. Yeah, we'll have Shadowheart, me. We don't really need Lae'zel if I'm going to be the tank. Shadowheart, me, Astarion, and Gale. Actually, what I would like eventually is to not have Gale, but have Will, the Warlock. I might go in that route, but we're not going to get Will in this little playthrough here anyway. But that would be my future plan, would be to drop Gale. We would get Gale at first, and we would also take Astarion. So it would be me, Astarion, Will, and then Shadowheart as our healer. I think I'd like that. I think I'm going to go folk hero. Yeah, I'm going to go folk hero. I'm going to go to prepare spells first and take all this out. Let's see. So we definitely want to speak with animals. Wait, hold on. Let me go to the wiki real quick to see if does becoming... No, Circle of the Moon does not just give you speak with animals. Okay, so yeah, let's take speak with animals. I'm not going to do animal friendship because I don't want to be that. Do healing word or cure wounds. Let's do fairy fire. Actually, let's do enhanced leap, long stride, and then actually let's take off that and let's do fairy fire and entangle. Okay. Now the thing of it is how does wild shape work? Combat wild shape. Okay, so I don't really have to worry about my scores except for wisdom then. Is what I'm hearing here. Because our wild shapes, we take on their dex, con, and strength. So, okay. Okay. Okay, so I don't have to worry about my strength, dex, or constitution. I would like some constitution for myself. But I can drop my dex down to 12 and increase this to 10. I'm going to drop this down to 16, so I'm going to take and put that there. And I'm going to actually put 2 points into charisma, and we'll leave that there. Take I'm gonna take 1 point out of dex and put it in there. Yeah, I think I like this better. While the dex is 11, we can fix that later with some things. Let me go to feat selections. So we could get athlete when you're prone, standing up, uses this movement speed or jump off course. So you can increase your strength or by 1 there. We could, of course, also do the ability improvement to increase something by 1 and another by 1. We are light armor, medium armor, and shields. We're not really going to be doing anything with armor, so we can just skip that one. The lightly armored, moderately armored, heavy armored ones. That's the only thing really is athlete that we can increase our dex by. Let's do this spread instead. Our initiative though is going to be low. We have 0 initiative though with this spread here. I would rather have strength at 10 than intelligence. Let me see my skills here to see what I can get. So we're going to have animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival. I would kind of like to have something. I have such a high charisma. I'd like to have a modifier in charisma. Persuasion. So I'd either have to be a noble or guild artisan. Damn, I want animal handling. Maybe I shouldn't be an elf. I already have a persuasion deal. What if I change that to folk hero? Change this. Yeah, I can choose persuasion here. This one works for me, but the damn thing of it is I kind of wanted it to be an elf. But the skills line up with being a human. Yeah, with this we're not persuasion anymore. The only way for me to get persuasion is to be a human. Okay. Alright, we'll be a human. It's not really what I wanted, but we'll be a human. And we'll have persuasion, not nature, but perception. We're not going to be that. We'll be insight. So we'll have animal handling, insight, perception, survival, and persuasion as our deal for charisma. That works better for this one. That way we can have a +4 in persuasion, +5, +5, and +5 is still there for our others, for our wisdom stuff. I think this works out better being 16, 14, 9, 14, 12, and 10. We get +1 to initiative with this. We don't really have to worry about this once we get our wild shape, but I do want to be at least decent in our base form, so I'm going to worry about that at least a little bit. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be our cantrips. Our spells are still Speak with Animals, Fairy Fire, Long Strider, and the Tangle. And at our ability scores of this, I'm going to go ahead and edit our appearance again because some of this has changed.
More of those wretched things.
Going to go back down. That's a decay tone, a merit tone. That's actually a lot darker like I was wanting. Let's just go back with this. I got really used to that one. We need this scar here on our face. Yeah, that scar there. We want our maturity up. Our freckles is no. Our body art was no, but our piercing style was the fangs. Our eyes were all eye colors. We were like, not flame green, but green emerald. Emerald works. Yeah, let's do emerald. Makeup, we didn't have any. And we didn't change our lip tone either. I mean, we could. Now it looks like we don't have any, so that's nice. Turn the intensity down so it's not as noticeable. There we go. I think that looks good. So it doesn't look like we have lipstick on. And then we were at, what hair were we on? I can't remember for the life of me now. This one, this is what we were on, right? Yeah, this is what we were on. We were at a green 5, if I'm not mistaken, with an orange 3, wasn't it? This was like turned up that far, around there. And then we had a red in here with the intensity up. There we go. That's what we were. Yeah, this is what we were. With a little bit less intensity. Not much, though. We were actually pretty high on that. That works. Okay, there we go. So we're back there with our hair. Okay. Do we want a beard? You know what? Let's go with this nice, decent, normal beard here. Yeah, green 5 with red 2, and that intensity is fine as well. Yeah, we have to have that intensity because it also affects our hair. All right, so that worked for me. That right there is our character. I think this is looking nice. Okay, so we're going to do this, and we're going to call this character... I don't know why, but a name just popped in my head, and I'm going to do it. His name is Fred. I don't know why, but his name is Fred. It just popped in my head. His name is Fred. There's nothing else to it. His name's Fred.
You need a guardian.
You need a guardian. Let's have another elf with us. And we will have a female. Let's do a high elf. Her... That works. And let's go with her down to... Let's do her with the same skin tone as we are. And she doesn't need any scars. We're not going to give her scars, but she's going to be less maturity than us. I don't know the background of this thing right here. If it's at all possible, I would like it to be known as my sister, but I don't think it's going to be possible. We're not going to put any of that. We are going to change her deals though to the midnight tears. Her eyes are going to be, she is a elf though. She should actually be, if we're going to try and make her my sister, she should be a half elf. Okay, let's change that. She'd be a high half elf. She would be this face. No. Yeah, that face right there with that coloring again. So we got her coloring from her father, let's say. And her maturity is going to be up into the middle. No freckles or anything. Her body art is none, but she does have the... let's say she has the dark moons. Her eyes will be the same green as ours. The emerald 2s. Or is it emerald 3 that we have? I think it's emerald 2. Yeah, I think it's emerald 2. And then her makeup is actually going to be the subtle one that I usually like with let's go with like a ruby, and we're going to turn down that. Very hardly noticeable because of her skin tone, but that's fine. Her red lips will actually try and get her to be brown 5 and see if we can kind of match like me. Yeah, that works right there. Okay. Hair. She's not going to have the same hair as I am, because she's not going to be a druid. I don't know what class she would be. She would be a fighter or something. I'm not sure. Oh, I need to go back to general and change the maturity down even more, because she's going to be kind of like, she's a half elf and she's also going to be kind of like my younger sister. I was born first. So yeah, we're going to do that. The hairstyle is pretty good, but it's not really what I'm looking for. That one works. Yeah, that I like that one. She's not going to have the same hair color as me. She's going to get her hair from my mother. I got my hair from my father. My father was a human druid like I am, but my mother, my stepmother, let's say, is a elf or a half elf, and she gets her hair from her mother. So she's going to have the blonde gold 2 with a red thrown in, kind of reddish, because we'll say she got a little bit of the hair tint from my father, let's say, and the gray tone would be the green. The green doesn't really work. Let's try a lighter green to see if that helps. No. That helps, but it's too subtle. The reds. Let's try the orange on this one. Okay, the orange works, but this one I'm trying to decide. what to do here. Maybe the red here. A deeper red. Yeah, that works. That works. I think that works. And she's not going to have facial hair, of course. It's nothing against ladies having facial hair. It's just not for me. I just don't have it. And she's going to be the slender body type because she is a half elf. And she's, like I said, I have no idea, but I'm just building this as if I could make a character who would be my half sister. My father had me with a human, another human, and then he has, either, I'm not sure yet, if either my mother died or they fell apart, and then he had another child with either a elf or a half elf as a thing, and they would be a high elf as well, because this is a high elf, have high half elf. Let's start. Give a little bit of a backstory there. Like I said, it's not going to hold up. I do not think it will hold up. But if it's something you can choose later on, or if they never say anything and you can just role play it what you want, it would be something else if you could do that. Now, it wouldn't have worked in early access because that was supposed to be your dream lover, and that would totally ruin me trying to do that. Okay, so let's go get this onyx.
Still breathing, despite everything. Time to press ahead.
Grab this. Grab this.
Dead. Good.
Grab this. And go touch this thing. We're not going to be able to do any bear thing, any shapes until we get to the deal. Because we can't get access to wild shape until level 2. Is there something worth anything over here? I think these are all just tablets, runes, tablets, right? Yeah. So it's just human here.
We are trapped.
That I know of. There might be something I'm totally missing. Okay, so we're going to save.
Help us.
Now, if we can pass the investigation check, we do have proficiency in medicine. Just going to skip through.
Before they return,
Okay.
remove us from this body,
Okay.
from this case. Free us.
That's not going to help us. That is not going to help us at all right there.
Help
Oh,
us.
also, sorry. I forgot to do a little character deal. We're a human level 1 druid. We're 10 strength, 12 dex, 14 con, 9 intelligence, 16 wisdom, 14 charisma, no resistances. Because we're human, we get civil militia, human versatility for an extra skill, and opportune attack. Everybody gets. We have our proficiencies in wisdom things, so animal handling, insight, perception, and survival. We are not in medicine, so I was wrong about that. And a deal in persuasion as well. I was going to be a high elf
We are trapped.
due to wanting to be a high elf druid, but we're going to be I had to be a human if I wanted persuasion. to be able to choose that. So, and we have 15 hit points. Armor quest is 12. We have a quarterstaff on us. We're level 1 druid, human. Folk hero is our background that gives us the animal handling and survival, if I remember correctly. We have +1 initiative due to our level of our dex. We have 9 movement speed, which is normal. 2 dark vision. We don't have dark vision because we're human. Humanoid, medium, 75, 175 carrying capacities. We chose the...
We are here.
Oh. Really quickly. Hold on just... Well, damn. I just noticed something. I think I got the short one. The thinner one of the human body types. It didn't choose the big thick one. I was choosing the big thick one and I didn't do it. Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. If I remade the character, I would be choosing body type 2 of the males. Okay. So that's everything there for us. All right.
Really?
Let's go see if we can get this done.
Please. Remove us from this body.
So we get a no,
Free us.
we get a +1, we get a -1. So let's do the dex roll. And we got a 17. Okay. So we got that done.
The brain lifts from the skull.
And we're going to dispel the creature.
The creature
We must go to the helm. To the
Let's
helm
go.
we go.
Alright, so he's going to be a newborn for a few seconds while we go down. Oh, hey. Would you like to, like, jump down to me? Thank you.
At least things have stayed interesting. Never wanted the easy path.
Okay, he's no longer newborn. He is now fully grown. Let's go see Lazel.
You are no thrall. First, we must.
Okay. And we start as Lazel. Oh, we could be anybody. Alright, let's see if we can do this. Okay. And then
I wonder if
me.
this is worth the cost.
Okay. Let's do... This is a bonus action, so let's do that. And then let's go and smack this one.
Me on.
Okay. And then
I will
Lazel. Let's move you over here and see if we can just end this battle with this arrow. No. Of course not. Why would we be able to do that? Let's get him in front to see if they'll attack him instead. Okay. And then we should be able to just do that and end the battle. Here we go.
You prove surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm.
Have to keep going.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
Istik, back! Touch nothing without knowing its purpose.
not proficient with it, unfortunately.
Another mystery. Can't read this script.
Sigil I cannot make sense. Arcane sigil annihilate.
Need to find a way forward.
Let me out! You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Try hurry!
Brain in a jar.
Skra. How many hosts of these gay infected?
Another brain. Druid. But for what? Perfect.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
The pulse, perhaps it will open the nearby pop. So then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority. You
At last. Thought that
your mind.
you keep dangerous company. Fair, let me come with you. Shadowheart.
I'm Fred.
Fine.
She's right.
Can't give up now.
Action, not reaction.
Unseen. On I go. Perfectly hidden.
Never a dull moment. Machine made them hostile.
Still in shadow.
I have to survive this.
Let's get going. Wonder if the gods are watching me.
We are nearing the helm.
Kenya.
All right, so here we go.
Do This thing's falling fast. Got to right it.
be true.
Can't give up. Got to press on.
Well, that's not good.
Still breathing, despite everything. Don't waste a step.
Okay, stunned him. Great. That helps.
I will ascend. Make way.
What's the plan? On I go.
No choice but to keep going. With haste.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Time to strike.
Can't afford to let up.
Can't even catch my breath. Light on my feet.
Or your spine is mine.
It's now or never.
Victory awaits.
Talk to me.
Blood comes easy these days.
Swift and lethal.
Let's finish this. Take two.
It's not gonna save him. Yep. There he goes.
Your turn now.
Okay, he's going after Lizelle.
I am fury. I am death.
We missed. Okay.
Act fast.
Where do I go from here?
And that's not good. Here goes her.
Got to focus.
That's not what she was supposed to do.
Moment.
Okay, so that's him gone. Take those, and I can't help her right this second, so I'm going to just end my turn right here. So here comes these two, which is fine.
Come a little closer.
Okay. I'm going to sacrifice us. Maybe I don't have to, but he's going to go down there. I'm going to help Lae'zel. Okay, and then I'm going to move up as close as I can. Okay. Move up more and end the turn. And I'm going to use this on her. She got back up to 5 hit points. Try not to get her attacked, but I'm going to dash and go up as far as I can. I guess I could go and attack this guy. Okay.
Swift as my feet can carry me.
Nope, my athletics failed. Here they two come. I don't think they can reach us. I'm going to just leave us there. Not enough movement. Okay. I'm going to move up. You. Okay.
My faith will protect me. Moving.
Move up. See if I can get rid of you. 4. Okay. No. Take that. Is there anything on the Compodium? No. Anything on the Lesser Hill board? No. Can I reach this? Yes, I can. Let's go.
The helm's alien transponder.
The way this works, I think, is if you just get level 2 as soon as you complete the main deal. It's automatically go to level 2. Everybody does. For surviving such an ordeal. Guaranteed to get level 2.
As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
As far as I know, that's always is the way it works.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Yep, and we leveled up.
Don't waste a step.
We help Shadowheart up.
You're alive. I'm true. Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging. I remember the ship. First things first. We might have escaped, but we still have these little monsters in our heads. We need each other. Lead the way.
Go ahead and level up our Druid. It tried to make us circle the land, but I think that's because that's like the default. So we're going to be circle the moon, and we're going to be a combat wild shape. You can perform twice per short rest, so we can just short rest and get our wild shapes back. And the combat wild shape would give us a bear. Actions. Lunar Mend. Expend spell slots to regain hit points while in wild shape. So we still want spell slots as we level, but we don't want to spend them unless we want to get health back. The reason why wild shape works so well as a tank, especially if you take Circle the Moon, is because they have their own health pool. When you go into the wild shape, you no longer working off the health pool of your druid. You're working off the health pool of the animals you shifted into. If you get knocked out of that by losing all your hit points, you're not down. You just go back into your on shape. Now, then you can, if you wish to, you could either continue the fight as a druid itself, or you could go and be another animal. As another animal, you can, it's also supposed to be a bonus action, if I remember correctly. Yeah, they're bonus actions as a Circle of the Moon. So you could just go ahead and transform again into something else, and have a new hit points to go through with. And then when you get turned back, change to another animal again. And then you could just go, changing animals and back and forth until you run out of animals, and be forced to stay in your druid shape. And then you can use that to battle with. You have so many, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different shapes worth of health pools to run through. Is the way I see it supposed to work, I think. I can't say for sure if that's still how it works, but that's how it worked in early access, if I remember correctly. So you expend spell slots to gain hit points while in wild shape. So you could even extend it more if you wish to. You don't need a spell slot to assume a wild shape. It's just a bonus action. So you get a bonus action each turn, so you can change at any time, really every turn. So we'll be able to change into this is just the wild shape itself, but we can turn into a badger. Assume the shape of a giant badger that can burrow into the ground. And if we look at this is burrow into the ground and emerge at a target position, possibly knocking nearby creatures prone. So the badger has a starting health of 13 hit points that increase every 2 druid levels. While in animal shape, you can't talk or cast spells. You take on the attribute of your beast form, excluding your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. When your beast form drops to 0 hit points, you revert to your normal form. So, yes, that is the badger. Then we have the spider. Assume the shape of a giant spider that can enweb, which expels a thick flammable webbing that slows creatures within and possibly enwebs them. It lasts 10 turns, and you can also set it on fire so it creates a ground like grease or create water to do that with. The giant spider has a starting health of 20 points that increases every 2 druid levels. While in animal shape, you can't talk or cast spells. You take on the attributes of your beast form, excluding your intelligence, wisdom, and charisma scores. And then it talks about losing the health points again. And then we have a wolf. Assume the shape of a dire wolf that can incite, gather your pack. Each ally within earshot can move an additional 3 meters during their next turn. Allies and distract enemies. Nip at a target and distract it. If your attack hits, the next attack against that target for when 1.5 meters will be a critical hit. The dire wolf has a starting health of 18 points that increases every 2 druid levels. And then it talks about that again. And then we have the cat. Take the shape of a cat that can avoid attention and meow. Attract the attention of nearby creatures to draw them closer to you to distract enemies. It has 2 hit points. While in animal shape, you can't talk or cast spells. So this is more of a scout deal, the cat. And then as we are a circle of the moon, we can take on the shape of a bear. Assume the shape of a polar bear that can goad enemies into attacking it. Roar at nearby enemies to goad them into attacking you. The polar bear has a starting health of 30 hit points that increase every 2 druid levels. While in animal shape, you can't talk or cast spells and all that stuff again. So there is our druid circle of the moon. We can prepare some spells if we wish to. I don't need to change any of these. These are all fine to me. So I'm going to keep what I have right now. And there is our wild shape action. If we click that, then we can choose which form we want to be. Let us level up Shadowheart. Let us check her spells. I'm going to want certain ones. We're definitely going to want Guiding Bolts. We're definitely going to go Create Water, the 2 heals, and either Bless or Shield of Faith. I think I'm just going to do Bless here. All right. Let us check on our stuff here. So we're the one who did that, huh? So we get disadvantage on stealth checks. AC bonus from dexterity is limited to +2. We don't even have +2 bonus, do we? No, we only have a +1, so we're fine on that. And that puts us up to 15 from 12. So we'll do that. We'll be a little bit tankier in our human form here. And let's go and start looting things here. Get some money. Grab some meat grass. Let's go and see about the pouch and the backpack. Get the brimmed hats. I don't know if I want that on. Nah, it doesn't really work for me. Shadowheart, would you like a hat? Nah, she's got to circle it on, so she doesn't want a hat. Alright.
Fresh water. There must be a settlement somewhere nearby.
Gave us another loot this run through. That's interesting. Usually that's over there on the other side of the place. Of the Devourers. Alright. Let's just see. Where do we got here? Got some more mare grass over here that I missed, and the belladonna there. Because our third deal of mare grass is why it did that. Those. Up this way.
More of those wretched things.
Let's go get Gale. He's going to be in our party for a little bit.
What's going on with that Druid? Looks unstable somehow.
Let's quick save so we can make sure we can save him.
Approach the sigil on the stone.
A hand? Anyone?
6, 7, 8. That's enough. Just over enough. One over.
Whatever you're doing is working wonders. Now a quick little pull should do the trick. Oh. A bitch. Say, but I know you, don't I? In a manner of speaking. And I can only assume you too were on the receiving end of a rather. No, you should be insert. It's a pro. You don't have.
You seem to know.
Most, no doubt. But I find myself hoping, as we've established, we're most certainly going to need a healer, and soon. Oh, it was an act of force.
Gale up. Okay. Yep. So that, and give me that and that, and prayer spells. Take off grease. Take off all of this stuff. Take that and that, grease and that, and sleep. Accept.
Dead goblins over there. Worth checking for supplies, maybe.
Let's go get Astarion.
Footprints. There may be even more that survived the crash.
Hurry! I've got there, in the grass. You can kill it, can't you? I was hoping for a...
It's only a 9. Try again.
Very well.
Hurry! I've got there, in the grass. There. Can you see it?
Failed my perception save.
Shh. And you.
I need him.
Now, I saw you on the ship, didn't I? Not? You son of a...
Your mind twists. You try to hold the memory.
What was that? What's going on? I'm not an idiot. It has to... They took you too. And to think, I was ready to decorate the ground with your innards. Apologies. Indeed we are. My name's Astarion. My. So, did you learn anything about these worms while wandering? Turn us into... Although, it hasn't happened yet. You know, and any... All right.
There we go. Okay. Let's level up Astarion. Get his cunning actions, which is nice.
Amicus anima.
See what the animal can tell us.
Away! Away! You're all the same. Too many of my kind died because of your spears, but not me!
Okay. This is kind of cool. I like that. I like it. We'll see. Alright, let's go open up this stuff first. Let's give that to Astarion. Also, let me give Astarion the thief skill I have. Let's sort this by weight. Okay, let's see here. I'm gonna give her one of those to get me some room. I have nobody to use this. I didn't even need to take it. Because we're not gonna be using what's her name? I mean, it wouldn't be bad. I could get rid of Gale right now for it. Yeah, I could go ahead and get rid of Gale for her. But then I could, when I took all of her stuff, I could get rid of her. I definitely want Astarion, and I need Shadowheart for the heals. It's Gale or Laziel. I'd rather have Gale, I think, though.
Watch your back. Hardly a challenge.
All's well that ends. Not as bad as it could have.
You know, that doesn't help me at all. So I'm actually going to give that to Astarion. Because I'm going to be shape-shifting into wild shape, which means that I don't really need it. Alright.
A long way to go still.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
There's no time to waste.
With haste.
Careful, I bite. Let's keep to the shadows.
Have a lot on my mind. Well, in it.
Wicked little beasts. They'll down you in one strike.
Need to find a way forward.
I've missed this. A better position.
No. Okay.
May the dice roll in my favor. Rook to queen 6.
Ready. Onward.
One for Gale. Little turd.
You fight well. Perhaps our survival isn't such a distant prospect.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.